Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about alcohol and how it affects your family and friends. It affects them massively without you realising. You don't do when you're on the drink. You're not. Your intention is not to hurt your family, but it does. Once you become sober, you hear stories like you'll see one of your neighbours, and you see even you were on a drink. Your mum your mum looked terrible. Um, the stress what them got to go through. I was living far away, like quite far from here, and I was always having seizures, alcohol seizures. I was in and out of hospital all the time, so then didn't really know. They knew what was going on. They would know that because my emergency number for the hospital was my mum. Then my mum would have to get in touch with my dad, and the worry what you put your family through is massive. Like I say, you don't realise, you don't do it on purpose. I mean, you don't want to see your family hurt at the end of the day, but it does, and you don't realise until you've actually become sober. And they tell you, like my parents have told me stories when they couldn't get sleep, they can't work, they can't work, they go to work, but they cannot function properly that day. All in the back of their mind is, has he had a seizure? Has he fell over again? Has he getting into trouble? There's just loads of things what could happen to you. You could be sick, you could choke on your own sick. So I've realised now how much I've hurt my family, even sisters. If they know when I've been sober, just like this now, and I'm like, they've got no worry. They're like, oh, he's back on track. He's doing good. As soon as my mum phones me when I used to live away, she'd be like, within the first sentence, you're back on. I know you're back on. I'm like, no, I'm definitely not. Just a bit tired today. It's just like, you can tell by my voice. You've had like 8 cans, so you can just tell. It doesn't have to be a massive amount. But I was seeing my sisters, how it affects them. Even if them are going out for the day, sitting in the house doing nothing, they don't have to be doing anything in Pacific. Just them knowing I'm back on the alcohol, it just knacks me up. I wouldn't say they're not they're just disappointed. They're just disappointed. They know alcohol is very hard to come off. They're just disappointed. But like I say, this time the opportunities I've got, I've never been in this like a place like this. I've always had to live by myself. I didn't know anyone where I lived, so I was basically sat in the house being sober. As soon as the boredom kicked in, or any excuse, or even there was no excuses. Some days I would just say I just fancy a couple of cans. It's not going to do nothing to us, but it does. But like I said, the stress, what it does to your family. They love you. Your family love you to bits. You know which ones love you, and the ones who care about you, and the ones who want to see you do well in life. And you're just putting that massive pressure on them. Massive pressure. They're bad. They're actually bad. It's not like I feel bad today. They're physically bad. It's just always in their head. I've just said, what kind of days he having? He's back in hospital. He's having a seizure. Like I say, I've had a lot of seizures. Seizures are very dangerous. I know people who die from seizures from alcohol. So I've been quite lucky. I know one lad, I think he had two, it was on his second seizure, he died. So it's very, very serious. So I've been very lucky to survive so many. But let's say you've got it's nice. It's a nice when you come off the drink actually, and you can see your parents or your sisters, just your family, just anyone you love. Doesn't have to be family, it could be friends, just anyone you love. Just to see them content, because they're all taught now. All my family taught was they did before, but not like this. As in, he's got a clear head. They can hold a conversation with us now. It's not like your memory knackered. I mean, I sometimes come here at like 5 o'clock in the morning and knock on the door. It's not funny, but see, I knock my mum up. See what you're doing this time in the morning, because before that I would say, "How I get up, man? It's nearly 5:30 in the morning." She's not. It's 5:30 at night. Sorry, she's not, man. It's like 5:30 in the morning. So I've done that a few times when I've completely forgotten what I thought was night. I was getting mixed up with you sleep all the time and your memory, your pattern knacks up. But I mean, I've been here sometimes at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I've personally known that it's 5 o'clock in the morning, but I've had to make an excuse why I've not. And I've said, sometimes I get mixed up, and sometimes I thought it was 5 o'clock at night. In my head, I knew it was 5 in the morning, but I needed money for a drink. The shop opened at 6. But you don't realise how much pressure, anxiety, the struggle, what people go through who love you. It's massive, and you don't realise until you come off the alcohol. You don't realise till you start speaking to people, and they'll just, not all the time. They're not trying to have a dig at you. Just saying, your mum looks a lot better now. I'm like, oh, I thought she always looked well. Well, no. When you were living over there in your barge, she was different woman. My dad, like my dad lives in in Canada. He's been a massive support. My stepmom, my sisters. My dad's a massive support. He rings us practically every day. So I'm lucky in that sense. I get a lot of support. My mum's a massive support. Massive, honestly. She's that's where I'm living now. She understands drink as well. Over the years, she's kind of just quite clued up. So is my dad. I mean, they read up about alcohol. I tell them stories, and they're quite clued up. Like I say, they can't experience it, but they know a hell of a lot. They know like the steps of alcohol, and they know quite a lot, to be fair. But I don't wish putting money on them. I'm not, like I say, if you're alcoholic, you don't go and have a drink that day and think, oh, how it's affecting my family. Like I say, you're selfish. Alcohol is very, very selfish. You need it. It's like a medication. You need that. If you don't have that, it's dangerous. It's not as you say, well, I'm hurting someone this day, I'm going to have to stop. You cannot. You could die. That's how serious alcohol is. It's not like we're not playing about. It's hard, very, very hard. But just to see your family happy. See, when I see on a few videos where I'm not really proud of myself. This is just a norm to me. This is just a norm. I don't need to be proud of myself. I'm just trying to, like I said, living a life without alcohol. I'm not proud about those. But one thing what keeps me focused is keep me family happy. Me happy. I'm always happy. I'm a happy-go person. I mean, everyone has a bad day, but it's how you get through them. What you do to get through your bad day. You will have a bad day. You will have a day where it's raining. You you've got to think, what are you? You've got to figure it out, because you'll be back on the drink, and you'll hurt your family again. So this one is for this video here is for obviously alcoholics, people in recovery, people that think about detox, but it's also for the families out there who are going through their loved ones who've got an alcohol problem, and maybe just don't understand it. And hopefully this channel gives a bit of knowledge. Like I say, I'm not magic. I'm not like I know the answers to everything. But I'll try my best to get little bits across of how alcohol affects you, detox, family, how it affects your family, what your family can do. But like I say, what family can do is, to be honest, when you're drinking, the family can't do that much. To be honest, it's all down to you, that part. You've got to be the one who's ready to stop the alcohol. I was ready this time. And like I say, I never said to my family, this is definitely going to be the last time I drink. This is my last time. I'm not going through a detox again. I don't want to put that pressure on myself. If I just go with the flow, and I'm not trying to say to somebody, oh, I'm definitely not drinking again. I haven't done that. I used to do that. I said, oh, this is my last time, definitely. This time I haven't. I've never said to any of my family, this is going to be my last time, 100%, don't worry. Because you don't know what's around the corner. You do not know what's going to happen tomorrow. I might have something really bad might happen tonight. All I know, to one of my family members. And I might just lose the plot completely. I don't know. I'm hoping that I would figure something out where I've got a lot of support and I could ring my family to say, I'm thinking about a drink here. Because family are good. Like I say, my family have always said, if you think about having a drink, just ring us up first. Just ring us up, even if you're going to get a drink, just ring us. But I never did that. Selfish. Again, very selfish. I'm not ringing them because they'll persuade us not to get one, and I want one. But this time, this is a new plan I've done. Complete new plan. If I really start thinking about a drink, like I say, I get feelings about drink now and again. I still do. I had one last week. I was on the bus to the gym, but I wasn't physically ready to go to the next stage, to go to the shop. As soon as I get to that stage now, families will be formed. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for tuning in. I would love if you could subscribe and do a like, because I'll be doing a lot more videos. I mean, I've got a list of videos which I've done. Previous videos I've done, I will be going back over in a lot more detail. I mean, there's a lot of subjects, there's loads of things to talk about. But that's it for now, and I hope everyone's well. Have a good day. Thank you very much. Bye now.